What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Medalist, this time with episode 7. Fantastic episode last week with us seeing more of Sukasa's backstory, seeing his journey in ice skating as well as that. Kind of invigorating Inori a little bit. Not that she needs it too much considering how well she's been doing lately. It was awfully sad as well, actually. But I think Sukasa made the right decision. Living with these guys again, which is awesome. I like these guys. That little girl is she's always on her phone, but must be hard for her with her mother passing and so on. But yeah, it was again a fantastic episode. I love Sukasa. I think he's an amazing coach. So getting to see where that came from a little bit was awesome, wasn't it? But yeah, again, do let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys would like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. Do we have previews for the show? I can't remember. If we do, evidently, again, I can't remember. I don't think we do. But I already love Sukasa. I think he's a fantastic coach, isn't he? And he's like the perfect coach for Inori as well. It's literally like a match made in heaven. I have mentioned this before. I do wonder if like eventually there might be a time skip or something, and they might kind of dance together. I'm not sure that is possible now. I think duets, if you call them, I'm not really sure what they're called. Duos, duets. I'm not sure what you'd call it. I'm not sure if that's a thing with kids. I imagine it is. I don't know why it wouldn't be. I think I've definitely seen people 13, 14, 15 in real life have partners and do ice skating with partners, but I'm not sure it's possible for someone as young as Inori with Sukasa because the size difference just wouldn't look too kind of smooth. And I imagine for competitions, you probably both need to be in a kind of similar age bracket when you're younger. But again, I'm hoping eventually we might see them kind of work together on the ice. Which sounds stupid because they already do work together on the ice, but dance together on the ice. A real life double jump. When she says she can do it, I imagine she's done it once after many of attempts. It's the thing with stuff like this. Not any good just doing it once. You've got to consistently, as we saw with the training, you've got to be able to do things consistently. Like I have this something that might relate a little bit to it. Is I have this technique for shooting in football, but it's not very reliable, so I don't ever really do it, especially in games. But when it comes off, it's like really hard to save, and it's awesome. But like I just said, it's not very consistent at all, so it's not actually worth doing. Mm-hmm. Like I said, they just seem perfect. In terms of having like similar stories, but also like filling each other's gaps. Who's this? Suzu Kamato. Really? Again, I'm not going to complain about the subtitles, hard as it is, especially during that last scene. There was so much being said in the subtitles, yet there was so little coming out of his mouth. Oh, there's the pigeon girl. I've been looking forward to meeting her. You know what pigeons love? Pigeons love worms, I think. Now I say that, I don't think they do. I mean, they probably will eat worms, but now I think of it, the birds you usually see trying to get worms aren't pigeons, actually. So she's definitely like the kid of that woman from Home Alone, isn't she? Wrangling. What does wrangling mean? Sounds pretty strong. I think I might have heard something about like a serial killer, like the Wrangler or something. Maybe I'm just talking rubbish. Oh, sorry guys. That was yeah. Stop. Stop what you're about to say. Um, sorry, I'm just gonna try listen. This is also the good sign of a great coach, like not dismissing other coaches like you're worse than me. There's nothing I can learn from you. Actually, just like going up and asking and having good relationships with other coaches is one of the best things you can do. Often you'll find that, especially towards the top of levels, coaches will be less interested in helping other coaches because obviously the competition is very strong. But I feel like everyone at like a good level or mediocre level should help each other out like this. So the pigeon girl is definitely my favourite of these two girls. The pink one's do a little bit too much, isn't she? Senpai. Yep. Been working hard. Yeah. And like I keep saying about like top level stuff, I feel like if you do lose your smile and you do lose your love, you do lose like you. It's not like you still won't be a professional, but I think you do lose a little something, a bit of spice. And as much as we all talk about like not learning early is not the end of everything, it is also a case of like you should get, especially when you are starting out stuff like this, you should get the fundamentals and you should get the proper techniques because it, as you do go on, it's harder to change up how you kind of how your muscle memory does some things. So if you're not doing something right and she is landing like that, if she doesn't get out of that, it's going to be a lot harder to later on in skating life. Double salto at 720. So there was something wrong with that. I think so too. The only person that can hold Tsukasa back is himself. Which is understandable considering how late he got into things. It's inevitable. And that also can be a benefit, but it also is a negative. I mentioned this before. When you start fail, like when you're trying to progress through something, you start failing. You then start questioning everything you know, what you thought you knew, and it's like, I started so late. Maybe I knew nothing in comparison to these other people. Lucky day. It's kind of like what I said a minute ago. I think if you look at stuff in a positive, like if you have that mindset and have a negative kind of view set of it and question yourself in a negative sense, it's really detrimental. But if you use that and swing it into a positive, use that to learn and take on what others say and such, I think that is actually a massively great thing. Because as I said earlier, the people at the top will be less likely to do that, so they're actually losing out a little bit. They're not getting that same benefit. Well, no one else is wearing a suit, so oh, there are a few actually. Got some triplets. So that's interesting because I don't think she actually said her name. Sorry guys. Again, I really don't want to complain, but it's like today is especially actually stood out quite a bit in that regard of not matching. Um, yeah. Sorry, again, I do just want to rewind it. Again, I don't actually think she said her name. She just said nice to meet you. But could be wrong about that. What was her name though? Oh, I didn't rewind far enough. Sorry guys. 1859. Yeah, sorry about this. And again, it's just kind of confusing. It's weird because I don't really know Japanese, but it's like it's confusing when you're hearing something and you're seeing something else, and your wires kind of get crossed a little bit. So she did say her name. It's just okay. And she didn't seem quite as harsh as the subtitles made it seem like they're either. She or he. I'm not sure if this is a woman or a girl or a boy, to be honest. I think it's a girl, but. Oh, damn. That is a girl, okay. The Nedefuji triplets. Yeah, there's a lot of kids here, isn't there? That must feel not great. Having a bunch of babies forming at your level. So I'm assuming we're not going to see much, if any, of this today, considering I've only got like 30 seconds left. Oh shit. Yeah, retrace your steps. Shit. Well, yeah, I mean, again, I wake up really early on Sundays to play football, and inevitably, I forget some. I've never forgot my boots, luckily enough. I usually bring two pairs, and not because I think I'm gonna not bring a pair, but just like there's a pair for wet, rainy, muddy days, and there's a pair for hot, kind of hard ground days. So I should never really not bring a pair. Just if it is wet and muddy and I wear the other pair, I will slip over quite a bit. But at least I have a pair of football boots, so I haven't really got to worry about that too much, and I've never forgot them. But I would be absolutely fucking pissed if I did. If I woke up so early, I went all the way to football just to not bring my boots and not play. I would be, yeah, I would not be happy. But it was a decent episode today. I think this is definitely one of the weaker episodes in the series so far. Maybe, probably because of the subtitles. As I said, I don't really want to complain, but now it's the end of the episode, I will. It just it felt. I mean, it always stands out, but today it really did stand out a lot. It was quite hard not to talk about. It's just the fact that a lot of the time Japanese is quite a bit shorter sentences than in English. Sometimes they're longer, but for most cases, yeah. And there was almost like twice as much being said in the subtitles and in English than there was in Japanese. And again, it just kind of crosses the wires. Like you're hearing like one thing being said and then something else is being said. Like this scene at the end here, they made this person seem quite harsh, like you're not gonna win, I'm gonna win everything, and like putting people down. But where is it? It's like the final sentence especially stood out. So yeah, she says she wants to win as well. Inori does. Let's both do our best. And she doesn't say you won't win. She says omae mo, which means you too, which is nowhere near as bad as saying you won't win. And then she says Soko Gambario, which means okay then, all the best. and that's like they're almost completely changing her character by putting these subtitles here. Like, there's always next year though, see ya. Maybe this is like a precursor to what this character might be like. I'm not sure because I haven't read the source material. I don't know what's coming up in the next episodes. But why have we just made this little girl seem so harsh when she was actually wishing Inori the best? It's like things like that. It's just like I'm hearing her be nice and be respectful, and I'm reading her being rude and disrespectful. So which it's, and I can't even do anything about it because I've been trying to find places where we've got fan subtitles and people that subtitle correctly, and I can't find it anywhere. So yeah, it's annoying. What I did with Dead Demons DDD Destruction was I just waited 6 months till there was versions out with correct subtitles, and I don't really want to wait 6 months. So it's really annoying. But yeah, it's like that is like especially egregious, like completely changing up a character's personality. Again, I might be wrong about this. Do let me know in the comment sections if I am, but I'm pretty confident she was actually being a respectful, nice girl rather than someone that you wouldn't want to run into in an event like this. But yeah, even with that being said, I don't think it was the best episode ever. There was quite a lot of kind of compilation-ish kind of stuff going on in the middle. I quite like the start, of course, and me and the new characters was fun. Again, I especially do like this pigeon girl. I kind of wish we saw a little bit more of her as well, although I do think we will see her performance next week, and I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I kind of want to see more of her with the pigeons and stuff. I think that would be quite fun. The pink-haired girl was decent as well, a bit egregious, and again, I can't really trust what she's actually saying with the subtitles because I imagine they're probably gone a bit more extreme with her character in the subtitles as well, played up a bit more perhaps. So it's annoying because I can't I can't really properly judge her, even though I should be able to, just because I don't trust the subtitles, and that's just like a negative completely away from the show. It's got nothing to do with the show. It's just like it's really annoying. I can't actually kind of gauge as well. I mean, I know she's like the cutesy girl, and she is playing it up a bit, and she's a little bit egregious in that sense. But again, I don't know to what extent, so I can't really comment too much if I like her that much or not. I think she's quite cute, but it definitely yeah, probably will get on your nerves after a while. So like I said, it's just really annoying that it's just really fucking annoying, isn't it? Like it takes away some of the enjoyment out of the show. Subtitles this bad, and it's just a massive shame. I can't do anything about it. People that have told me in the comment sections to watch fan subs, I literally can't find any anywhere. So yeah, apologies, a bit of a ranting session at the end here, but like I said, I just feel like my enjoyment of the actual series, especially this episode, has just been it's a shame because I really like the show. It's just a massive shame. But yeah, do let me know what you guys think about this one down in the comment sections. Again, away from the subtitles and such, it was a pretty good episode. What I might do, I might end up just like watching it without subtitles perhaps, but then the video wouldn't really be great for you guys because you'd just be watching me. You wouldn't be able to read any of it, even if it isn't. Yeah, I'm stuck between a bit of a rock and a hard place, to be honest. But yeah, again, let me know what you guys thought in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date. And I'll see you guys next week with episode 8.